Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something that feels, well, almost like a cheat code for English fluency. It's this technique called shadowing. Many people say it's the fast track to sounding genuinely natural.
It really is. For learners who, have the grammar down, have the vocabulary, but still feel a bit stiff, maybe robotic when they speak,
Yeah, exactly.
shadowing can be a game changer. Fundamentally, it's simple.
Yeah.
You listen to some authentic English, maybe a podcast, a video clip,
Anything, really.
pretty much,
Yeah.
and you repeat what you hear almost immediately. You're literally trying to be their vocal shadow.
I like that vocal shadow. It takes the pressure off, doesn't it? It's not like a test.
Not at all.
You're not aiming for perfect transcription or understanding every single word. It's more like mimicry, performance.
Exactly. Mimicking the rhythm, the melody, the specific sounds, not just isolated words. And that near simultaneous part is key. The closer you follow, the better.
Why is that instant repetition so important?
Well, it kind of bypasses the analytical part of your brain, you see. Thinking about grammar rules slows you down.
Right.
Shadowing forces a direct link between the sound you hear and the muscles in your mouth. It turns pronunciation into muscle memory almost.
Less thinking, more doing.
Precisely. More feeling the sounds.
Okay, so let's talk benefits. This isn't just a small tweak, right? You mentioned it hits 4 key areas.
Yeah, 4 significant improvements.
Yeah.
First, obviously, pronunciation. You're physically training your mouth.
Makes sense.
Second, and this is huge, intonation. The rise and fall, the stress patterns, the music of English.
The musicality, yeah. That's often the tricky part.
It really is. Get the stress wrong, and the meaning can get muddled, even if individual sounds are okay.
And the third benefit is a bit surprising to me.
Listening comprehension. People often think shadowing is just speaking practice.
Yeah, I did.
But because you have to process those sounds so quickly to repeat them, your ear gets really attuned to how fast connected speech actually sounds.
Ah, so you start hearing the blends and reductions more clearly.
Exactly. You stop hearing words as separate blocks and start hearing the fluid stream of sound.
And that leads to the fourth benefit.
Yes, the natural rhythm. This covers where natives put stress, where they pause, and crucially, how words linked together get reduced or sometimes seem to disappear altogether.
It's the whole sonic package then, not just dictionary words.
Precisely. We talk in connected thoughts, not isolated entries.
And the best part, it seems incredibly practical.
Totally accessible. All you need is audio and your voice. You can do it walking, doing chores, commuting.
Turning dead time into practice time.
That's the beauty of it. Which is why today we're going to dive really deep into that whole package. We've got 20 common phrases,
Okay.
and we're going to dissect them. Look at the word linking, the sound reductions, the tiny things that make a massive difference.
So moving beyond just knowing the meaning to actually sounding, well, more native.
Let's get into it.
All right, block 1. We're starting with everyday essential phrases. The focus here is on those core mechanics, connecting words and shifting sounds. The stuff that makes English sound fast.
This is where you learn how native speakers actually say things, not just the textbook version. Understanding this is key for fluency. It's about efficiency.
Okay, phrase 1. Excuse me, where is the station? What should someone shadowing this really listen for?
Well, first, that X sound is often a quick mox. Don't linger on it.
Got it. Quick mocks.
But the real flow comes from where is. In conversation, that almost always contracts.
To where...
Yeah, but it's more than just writing wheres. The ed sound often links right into the next word, whereas the...
Ah, so it's a phonetic link, not just grammatical.
Exactly. It avoids a full stop, speeds everything up. Try shadowing it with that merge. Where's the station? That blending is fundamental.
Okay, that makes sense. Phrase 2. Could you please repeat that? Spoken slowly, it's clear, but fast. Something happens to could you.
Ah, yes, assimilation. A classic case. Could you often sounds like could ya, or even more commonly, could you.
Could you? Why the J sound?
It happens because the jade sound at the end of could and the Y sound at the start of you meet, your tongue is kind of in between positions, right?
Right.
And that naturally produces a jazz sound. It's efficient.
So the tongue anticipates the Y before the jed finishes.
That's basically it. You hear it elsewhere too, like deju becomes deja, would you is would ya. Training your ear for that DY merge is vital.
Definitely. And the end of the phrase, repeat that. That final te seems optional sometimes.
You've hit on another common reduction. The T in repeat often isn't fully released, especially before that We call it an unreleased stop sometimes.
Unreleased.
Yeah, you put your tongue there for the T, but you don't puff out the air strongly. Saying repeat puff, that sounds choppy.
Okay.
The natural flow is smoother, like the T almost vanishes.
Yeah.
Repeat that. Seamless.
Right, that continuous sound chain again. Okay, phrase 3. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
First part, I'm sorry, the I'm is usually quick and soft, don't drag it out.
Mm-hmm.
But the big one here is the T in don't understand. That T is probably the most frequently dropped consonant in this kind of position.
Really? So just skip it.
Pretty much, yeah. Especially before another consonant or vowel sound, like in understand.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear natives say, I don't understand, there's often no sharp T sound.
Wow. So consciously dropping that T actually makes you sound more natural in that context?
In that specific spot, yes.
Yeah.
Instantly less formal, faster. It's a key shortcut.
That's a big mental shift from typical pronunciation lessons. Okay, phrase 4. How much does this cost?
Yeah.
Linking again, and that tricky N sound.
Yep, sibilant linking first. The T's in does needs to flow right into the this. No pause, does this, like one word.
Okay, does this.
But the subtle part is the T at the end of cost. It's usually not a full cost T. It's often a glottal stop.
Glottal stop. Explain that again. What is it?
It's where you stop the airflow in your throat, using your vocal cords, the glottis, instead of using your tongue against the roof of your mouth.
So no tongue movement for the T, just a throat catch.
Exactly. A quick stop, cost, not costo, just more efficient, especially at the end of a phrase.
Where else do we hear that?
Think about words like button or mountain in many dialects. That middle T sound is often replaced by that throat catch.
Ah, okay. Like bun.
Precisely. Mastering that glottal stop for final T's makes a big difference. Less robotic.
Fascinating. Right, phrase 5, the famous one for American English. What time is it now?
Yes, the flap T. In American English, the T in what often becomes this flap T. Sounds like a very quick, light D.
So what sounds more like wad?
Kind of, yeah. Wad time is a tap of the tongue just behind the teeth.
Can you give a couple more examples of the flap T just to tune our ears?
Sure. Think water. Most Americans say water. Or better becomes better. City is city.
Okay, water, better, city.
It happens when a T, or sometimes D, is between two vowel sounds, or after an R before a vowel, or linking words like here.
That helps a lot. So for what time is it now, we get the flap T and then linking.
Yes, continuous linking. What time is runs together, and it links too. The is connecting to the I. It's one smooth chain. What time is it now?
No gaps between those words.
That's the goal when shadowing it.
Okay, these first 5 really show how these small things, the missing T, the merged des, the flap T, the glottal stop, they're not errors. They're features.
Exactly. Features of efficient, natural speech.
And that's the difference between just being understood and really sounding fluent.
And shadowing is the tool to train your mouth to do it automatically.
All right, let's move to block 2. We're building on this, applying the blending, adding things like specific consonant practice, contractions.
Yep, taking those assimilation skills and pushing fluency further.
Phrase 6. Can I help you with anything? Lots of potential blending here.
Definitely. Can I is really stressed on can. The vowel often reduces to a schwa, like kun. And crucially, the N links right over to the I, so it sounds like K-N-I.
Can I help you?
And then help you
Yeah.
often softens too, maybe using that U merge again, like help you or helped you.
Okay. What about anything? The sound is tricky for many learners.
It is. This is the voiceless they, the soft one. Your tongue tip needs to be gently between your teeth.
Gently.
Yeah, don't push hard. Air flows over the tongue. If it's behind the teeth, it sounds like T or S. If you push too hard, maybe F. Practice is key for words like think, then, through.
Needs precision. Okay, phrase 7. I'd like a coffee, please. You mentioned triple blending.
Yes, this is smooth. I'd like it. Runs together. Remember, I'd is I would. That soft D links to like, which links to ag. It's super fast. I'd like a coffee.
Wow, I'd like a D.
It almost sounds like one word.
It does. The D is just a pivot, and the crucial bit at the end. Please, make sure it ends with a clear voiced Z sound.
Not please.
No, please Z. Hear the vibration. That voicing is important. Got it. Voice Z. Okay, phrase 8. Have a good day. So common, but sounds so fast.
Pure efficiency. Have a often becomes hava, vowel reduction.
Hava.
But the big thing is the D in good. It often gets swallowed before day. It's not fully pronounced or released.
Swallow D, so I prepare for the D, but don't fully say it before moving to day.
Exactly. Stop the air briefly, but flow right into the D of day. It's not good day, it's good day. Much smoother.
Makes sense? Energy saving.
When shadowing, Make that transition super tight. Almost ignore the do movement.
All right. Phrase 9. Nice to meet you. You called this a classic reduction.
The absolute classic of palatalization, to, often reduces to. But the magic happens with meet you, the T and Y sounds merge.
And become.
Meet you. The whole phrase sounds like, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I remember hearing that and being so confused. It sounds nothing like the spelling.
Exactly. That's why shadowing is vital. You have to train your ear and mouth for the sound, not the letters. For many natives, nice to meet you is just normal. Don't trust the spelling. Trust the sound. Got it. Phrase 10 for this block. See you later.
More reduction. You often becomes informal ya or ya. So see ya, see ya.
And we're back to the American flap T in later. That middle T becomes the soft D sound.
So later becomes...
Later. Put it together. See you later.
See you later. Okay. So listening to all this assimilation, flap T, unreleased T, glottal stop, swallowed D, it feels like a lot to remember.
You can feel overwhelming, absolutely, but remember, it's iterative.
Maybe.
Don't try to master everything at once. Focus on one thing for a week. Maybe just the flap T and water. Better, later. Shadow those words. Then next week, focus on the DY merge. Did ya? Would ya?
Break it down.
Exactly. Internalize one sound pattern at a time until it becomes automatic, like muscle memory.
Like practicing scales on an instrument. Okay, let's tackle block 3. Advanced stuff, applying everything to really fast, common greetings and questions.
Pushing the blending and fluency now. Let's go.
Phrases 11 and 12 together. How are you doing today? In the reply, I'm doing well, thanks. Major reduction potential here.
Huge potential. How are you often shrinks drastically to how ya, or even just how ya.
How ya?
Maximum reduction. And then we hit the drop G. Almost universal in informal speech. Doing becomes doing. That ing sound at the end just vanishes.
So the super common informal version is, how you doing today?
Pretty much. Sounds almost lazy, but it's just efficient. When shadowing, feel that flow.
And the reply, I'm doing well, thanks, also drops the G.
Yep, I'm doing well. And notice thanks, we need that soft, voiceless the again.
Right. Tongue between the teeth, airflow.
Practice differentiating the voiceless three thin thanks from the voiced fluently. Yeah. Crucial distinction. And a clear S at the end of thanks.
Got it. Okay, phrases 13 and 14. Where are you from? And I'm from Canada.
Similar reduction up front. Where are you often compresses with are you becoming are ya.
Where are you from?
Focus on the R, in from. Needs that soft rounded American British R. Not a hard trill.
How do you train that soft R if your native language has a rolled R?
Think of it almost like a vowel. Your tongue bunches up and pulls back slightly in the middle of your mouth. It doesn't tap anything.
Pulls back, doesn't tap.
Right. Listen to the difference. Spanish rojo versus English red. The English R is continuous. Practice holding that bunched tongue position.
Okay. And for I'm from Canada, stress is key. Right?
Absolutely critical. Stress is on the first syllable. Canada.
Canada.
If you say Canada or Canada, it immediately sounds non-native. The unstressed A sounds often reduced to schwa too. Stress dictates rhythm.
Rhythm is comprehension. Okay, phrase 15, the big one for reduction. What do you do?
The ultimate test. Combines multiple rules. In very informal speech, what do you do often becomes, what do you do?
What do you do? Break that down. How do we get there?
Three things happening fast. One, what gets the flap T sound like wad.
Okay.
Two, do reduces to a weak form duh.
Wada.
Three, the D from duh and the Y from you merge, using that assimilation again into ya. So, what do ya? Speed it up. What do ya?
What do ya? What do ya? What?
What do you do? Shadowing that until it feels natural is huge. If you hear yourself clearly saying, what you do.
No, you're still in formal territory.
Exactly. Start slow. What do you do? Flap T. What do ya do? Speed up. Blend.
Lots to do.
Takes practice.
Definitely. What about the response? Phrase 16, I work as a teacher.
Simpler linking here. As O merges smoothly into a dia. The is links to the vowel.
As a...
Just make sure the sounds in teacher are clear. Long E in the she.
Okay. Phrase 17, can I have the menu, please? Back in the restaurant.
I know can I becomes can. I maybe have the blends a bit, have them. Stress on menu is first syllable.
M-E-N-U.
M-E-U.
Not me-N-U.
Right. And again, that clear voice Z on please.
Got it. Phrase 18, no problem at all. That at all part links heavily, doesn't it?
Phenomenal linking chain. The T in at basically disappears or becomes a flap T. The vowel links straight to all. You hear a tall.
A tall.
Or maybe a doll. The T sacrifices itself for flow.
And you mentioned something specific about the L in all.
Yes, the dark L. It's different from the light L at the start of words like light or let.
How so?
For the light L, your tongue tip touches behind your teeth. For the dark L, the back of your tongue raises towards the soft palate while the tip stays low.
Back at the tongue up, tip down.
Yeah, it makes the sound resonate deeper, darker. Compare the L in leaf, light, versus feel, dark.
Leaf, feel. Ah, I hear it. It's lower, heavier in feel.
Exactly. That dark L is crucial for words ending in L, like all, ball, milk, file. Shadowing helps you nail that resonance.
Okay, nearly there. Phrase 19. I need some help. Disappearing consonant again.
Yep, the D in need often softens or vanishes before the S in some. Need some help. Very smooth.
Minimize the D.
But importantly, the H in help must be pronounced. It's a full H sound. Don't drop it like in some other reductions.
Keep the H in help. Got it. Last one. Phrase 20. Have a wonderful evening.
Again, have or reduces to have a. Stress on wonderful is first syllable. Wonderful. And evening often sounds like evening, maybe dropping the final G sound slightly.
Evening.
And one last check. The V sound in evening. Make it a clear V, top teeth on bottom lip. Distinguish it from W. Very important for clarity.
Wow. That was a deep dive into those tiny sounds.
Yeah.
So just to recap for everyone listening, these aren't strict grammar rules. They're patterns, right? Natural shortcuts English uses for efficiency.
Exactly. Predictable patterns. And the more you shadow, listening to these specific things, the flap T, the dark L, the dropped consonants, the more natural they'll start to feel and sound in your own speech.
It really makes shadowing seem like this, I don't know, personalized pronunciation coach you carry around.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Any audio source works. A song, a video clip, another podcast. Now you know what to listen for.
And the key is consistency. Yeah. Not long, painful sessions.
Definitely. 5 or 10 minutes a day, focusing on maybe just one of these features we talked about. That consistent, focused practice builds fluency and confidence over time. Don't get discouraged if it's hard initially.
That difficulty is just the learning happening.
Precisely. Your brain and mouth are building new pathways.
Ultimately, you said shadowing treats English like music.
Kind of, yeah. You're not just learning words, you're learning the rhythm, the melody, the scales. Until those complex blends, the wadaya, the meet chew, the dark L, become second nature.
Turning passive knowledge into active, confident speaking.
That's the goal.
Okay, so here's a final thought for you, the listener. You've just heard about all these subtle shifts, blending, reduction, stress. This week, grab any piece of English audio, listen closely. Which specific technique we broke down today? Maybe it's the glottal stop and cost, or the drop G in doing, or that tricky dark L. Which one will you focus on mastering first in your shadowing practice?
Start small, practice consistently. Fluency and confidence will follow. It's about targeted effort.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.